And that also applies to the Congress party. Nizam bhai, we're moving on to the next big debate of the evening. The Congress is in no mood to learn a lesson from the drubbing it is received at the hands of Narendra Modi. Darbari is retained by the Gandhi family of close ranks behind Rahul to insulate him from defeat. Here is a list of some of the unlucky scapegoats, however, that have been fed to the wolves. And I'm going to put out that list for you. It's up there on your screen. These are some of the generals who have found themselves sacrificed. Niranjan Patnaik, president of the Odisha Congress status, he's been made to quit. Babbar, president of the UP Congress, also falls. H.K Patil, president of the Karnataka Congress, out. And Yogendra Mishra, chief of the Amethi district, also resigns. So you have had a situation where they found willing scapegoats to take the axe, but Rahul Gandhi is silent, even though there are many who are beginning to eye the exit door and are speaking out against Rahul's leadership, singling him out as the reason for the debacle. Listen to this.
उसके अलावा तो कोई परिणाम हो ही नहीं सकता। अभी अगले 3-4 महीने में तो हमको चुनाव तो सामने जाना है और कांग्रेस की लीडरशिप तो ऐसे खत्म हो गई है, कांग्रेस में लीडरशिप नहीं है।
पार्टी में जो गलतियां हमारे हुए हैं उसको कैसा सुधारना और आगे किस ढंग से पार्टी को मजबूत करना, हम पार्टी को मजबूत बनाने के लिए सब मिलकर कोशिश करेंगे और हमारे गलतियां सुधार लेने की भी कोशिश हम करेंगे।
Well, the reason there's consternation is, and I'm going to show you a map, and you're going to see how the Congress party, viewers, is shrinking by the day, Its footprint is reducing. There's a joke doing the rounds that in 2019, if you were to drive from Kerala up to Punjab in a straight line, you'll not bump into any MP from the Congress party on the way. And that's very well exemplified by those maps. You saw the patches of green. Let's go back to that particular graph. Nizam bhai, the three of them there, you can see in 2009, quite a few patches of green. That's the Congress color on this map. 2014, eviscerated. 2019, they look decidedly scant. It's only Kerala that's holding up the party right now. If we go to the next particular graph, you will see this in starker reality. This is the number of states where there is 0 Congress MP. Look at this. Huge number of states. Most of the east, vast areas of the northwest, the only exception being Punjab, and of course, some pockets of even the heartland today. Sonia Gandhi is the only green spot, the island of green for the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, India's most populous state. Even Rahul Gandhi lost his seat from there. And this is how it is, limited only to 5 states. That's the map. Just 5 states. The Congress precariously holding on. Rahul Gandhi still believes it's not his fault. Is that the problem? Is he in denial, or is he, even in defeat, privileged? I want to ask you, Tableen Singh, what do you make of this denial?
Well, you see, the Congress party, as I've written often and as I've said often, is no longer a political party but a family firm. It's a private limited company. Now, that worked very well in an age of coalition governments and, and Sonia Gandhi being above all and the kind of, mothership, etc. But it doesn't work when you're confronting somebody like Narendra Modi as your opponent. So the unravelling of the Congress is going to continue until they begin to realize that beyond the Darbar in Delhi, there is no party left. There was a time when Congress workers would be in every village in India. You don't see them anymore. And why don't you see them anymore? Why was, in the past 5 years, why did Rahul Gandhi not build on the grassroots of this party? Because it is a private limited company.
Do you think he's blown his opportunity? 5 years he's been at the helm? Almost.
Well, he has blown it, but he now has another chance. He has another 5 years. And really, if I were him, I would concentrate on building, on bringing into the party people who believe in the values that this party
should he just step aside?
For.
Maybe he's the problem, not the solution. I mean, look at that. The direct contest against, you said it makes no sense when it's against someone like Mr. Modi. Look at the number of seats the Congress has been winning in direct fights against the BJP.
Rahul, if you were him and it was your private limited company,
I'd be sacked.
You might be sacked.
I'd be sacked.
But the shareholders here are voters, and they have sacked him over and over again and made it clear that they don't.
And he gets promoted up the ranks.
He gets promoted.
Nishant Verma, how does this work? How does this work? I mean, this is a dream job. If I were to tank
It
the
is a dream job.
viewership of
It
Times
is a
Now, I'd
dream
be
job.
out. I'd be out.
It's the cushiest political job in the world.
Right.
There you go.
In Indian politics, we do observe that there are many parties which have diminished, gone away. They don't exist anymore. But then there are two kind of going aways. One, either people part and form new parties or join other parties. And the second is going dead. Now here what I see that yes, Rahul Gandhi's performance has gone down to bins. It is doubtless
So
in
when
my
does
words.
the party
Now
take
what
the
they
call
can
to
do-
say, excuse me, you're not
now
the man
what-
to lead us?
Now, see, then again the question is when you say party, when ma'am has already explained it's a private limited firm, how does the party itself says you go away? The only thing Rahul Gandhi should do, that is her words although, what the party should do or Rahul Gandhi himself should do is to revamp. What is there to
Revamp what?
Revamp the party itself.
But the problem begins with him and ends with him.
No,
He's not an
I
effective
and
communicator.
you- I and you
Ashutosh,
can
let me bring in.
speculate. It
Let me
need
bring
not
in
be the
Ashutosh. Ashutosh, I'll give you an eye-opening statistic. In the Hindi heartland, the BJP decided to deny tickets to sitting MPs, 105 of them. And once it did that, and Chhattisgarh is a great example of that, 90% of those MPs retained seats when they came back. When new faces were projected, the BJP retained 90% of those seats. In the Congress party, you have scions who constantly get tickets at the expense of other meritorious people because the problem begins right at the top. That's where the example is set. Is that the problem, Ashutosh?
See, Rahul, I think there is no doubt about it that the Congress is in pits. This and this for the consecutive two elections, if they are not able to get more than 100 seats, then that means there is a serious crisis. And this has written also. And I said the Congress should realize whether it is Rahul Gandhi or anybody else, whosoever heads the Congress party, that's a different debate altogether. The Congress has to realize that
That
the
is the
era
debate.
of Congress hegemony is almost over. It's over. The Congress has to reinvent itself. Congress has to reinvent its leadership.
How does it do
Congress
it?
has to reinvent its social base. Congress has to reinvent its new techniques. No, I do not know that how it can be done. See, the BJP ultimately in 2014 reinvented itself. BJP lost 2 consecutive elections in
Under a
2004 and
under a
2009.
new leader.
The BJP became what
Under
it
a
is
new
today
face.
because it reinvented
But
itself.
how does someone reinvent a company
But the BJP.
when the problem is with the face? And how does he tell people, sorry, you're not good at your job, you're being sacked, when they'll turn around and say, but you've led us to 24 defeats in 5 years? How does that work?
Rahul, this is not our job. This is the Congress party has to think about.
Why don't you take a position?
And I think the Congress, the Rahul
Send a
Gandhi should
message.
take the moral responsibility of the defeat, and he should resign.
He should resign.
The Rahul
He should
Gandhi
resign.
take
There
the
you go.
moral
He should resign.
responsibility and should
He should
resign.
resign. Nishant
Let the
Verma, he
Congress
should
party
resign.
decide
Why are you
who
so?
they want to
I-
get
Where are
back
you
as a-
saying this? Say it aloud. Believe it.
I differ.
It's
from-
liberating. It's cathartic. Say it.
I'm
He should.
answering.
He should.
I'm answering.
He should quit.
I think I'll
He
be
should
the
quit.
only one who
He
will
should
say,
quit. It feels good.
Who
He
will
should
say,
quit. Say it. He should quit.
I will be the only one who will say he should not resign because he's the most second number followed politician in India after Mr. Modi when it comes to masses.
So he has to fight the
So,
election.
Next
election on
I'm not
Twitter.
talking Twitter, I'm talking masses.
That's
Twitter
the
is
fight
not
you're
masses.
losing.
So if
The
he
Twitter
is being,
fight.
if he is
Mr.
the,
Bhatia, you're
if he
losing the
is
Twitter fight.
second,
Respect
not
your
Twitter.
opposition.
I am not talking
followers
Twitter.
are on Twitter.
The second
Respect your
followed
opposition.
politician
Okay,
after
listen to
Mr.
him.
Modi.
Listen to him.
So he has
Respect
to
your
have his second
opposition.
round.
He's number 1 on Twitter. Respect him.
Okay.
Respect him.
First of all, it would suit the BJP if Rahul Gandhi continues, but it doesn't suit our democracy. Because if there is a powerful government which can perform, there should be an equally powerful and important and a good opposition in democracy. And I think Congress has not played that role. What's the best kind of democracy, internal democracy that you will see in the Congress? Tomorrow there is a CWC meeting. Rahul Gandhi will offer his resignation to Sonia Gandhi. And Sonia Gandhi will convince all the CWC members that it is not in the interest of the Congress to accept the resignation, and therefore he will continue. The problem is that today the country has spoken and they are against dynastic rule. They want people at important constitutional positions or as member of parliaments if they deserve it, if they can work for the betterment of the people rather than enjoying power without accountability.
Rebuttal.
A very simple answer to my dear Gaurav Bhatia ji. मुबारकबाद आपकी पार्टी जीती.
चलिए याद आ गई आपको, धन्यवाद.
The only problem is कि अगर टायर के 4 पंचर खराब हो जाएं, कार के 4 टायर अगर पंचर हो जाए,
टायर ही चले गए वहां तो,
और अगर एक दरवाजा भी खराब हो जाए और डिक्की भी बंद ना हो रही हो, आप पूरी कार नहीं फेंकते, उसको ठीक करते हैं.
आप मैं कह रहा हूँ रखिए कार, खैर कोई बात नहीं. अच्छा चलिए,
आपने जब ऐसा कहा, जब आपने कहा तो उसका जवाब ये है.
Look, it's easy to sort of deride people when they're down and out. But Tavleen Singh, do you think the Gandhis are the problem, or is it just a structure that they need to address?
I think both. I think that the Gandhis have come to the end, what is it, after Bahadur Shah Zafar, Shah Alam phase of the dynasty. So that is one problem. But there is a need in India for a left of centre party. I mean, if they had stood up for real secularism, for real socialism, or whatever those values are that were ingrained in the Congress party, and if they do it again, they will they will bring together people who believe in those values, and the party will grow.
Well, you must have an effective messenger who's also believed by the people. You might believe in those values, but if you can't communicate it with credibility, then the people are going to turn away.
He could become the symbol and appoint one of his lieutenants as the messenger or something.
Oh, okay. So you're sort of suggesting some sort of a working president
to the Congress party.
a working president, a kind of a kind of duality at the top. Okay. Well, if the Congress party today really loves the Congress party and what it stands for, maybe it can think. If the Gandhis really love it, maybe they can think of preserving it. And maybe they can just step away and become some sort of ex officio, president in some particular capacity, and then allow somebody else like a CEO to run the party. Well, we leave it at that. Lots more coming up. Big interview. Smriti Irani, the person who is pretty much showing Rahul Gandhi the door.